so this is the British takeover, and I first want to start off with a game. So I'm going to present these different British artists to you, and then just call out what they are. Okay? First one. The Beatles. Adele, yes. Why you guys are so good? My turn. Okay, this one's harder. Does anybody know that? Emily Sandé, and she's written a lot of songs for a lot of American artists. She sings that song Next to Me. Jessie J. And finally, One Direction. Alright, well thanks for playing. You guys all did really well. Okay, so I want to talk to you about the UK and how their music has influenced America. So they're two different countries, but we have a huge influence on them, and they have a huge influence on us because of the music industry. So in further detail, explaining the impact that the British invasion had during the 60s, the influence they have today, and hopefully in the future. So in the 60s, we had the British invasion, which occurred in the mid-60s when a wave of English rock and roll bands crossed over into the American market after the big success of the Beatles. So we have the Beatles, The Who, Tom Jones, Yardbirds, Freddie and the Dreamers. This girl has a male name, so I don't know what it is. Rolling Stones and Small Faces, and I've never heard of many of these bands. I've only heard of, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, The Who, and Tom Jones maybe. So, because of this British invasion, we were getting a lot of different genres in American music. We were getting like a Western, like folk music, and because of the Beatles, they were using a lot of unique sounds that we don't usually have in America. British accents. We were getting different chord sequences when arranging music. We were getting different vocal harmonies, rhythmic guitar work, simple melodies, and clever lyrics. So that was really the big thing that led British artists into America. Because during this time, R&B was very prominent in America, and so that had an influence on the UK as well, giving them gospel influences, soulful melodies, an emphasis on the rhythmic section, and a lot of big horns. From the 60s to today, the UK is still being influenced, and I found this article, and it's from 2012, and it shows how a lot of the UK artists ranked in the US. So we have Adele with 5.8 million. That was like the biggest album of 2012 and 2013, I think. So that just shows like today they're having a big influence, and we're able to see all these British artists that we all bought their albums. I know I did. Currently, we have some British artists, American, Australian, and then a UK artist. We have UK, American, another UK artist, and then another one, and then another one. So they're pretty prominent in our Billboard Top 100 today, and all year they've been slain, as I would say. We can see the UK is dominating the charts, but what does this mean for our future? With the UK continuing to grow and have an emphasis on our music, like what does that mean for other artists? And so this example is Nicole Scherzinger. She's the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, and you haven't heard from her in a while. That's because she's really big in the UK. And another example is Kelly Rowland. They're really big in the UK. They're judges on X Factor, and they're just a bigger hit out there than they are here. And so it kind of like to me, I think of it as she wasn't really popular here, and so she went out there, or they just take to her better. I don't know how to explain it really. Another example is Jessie J, and her new song Bang Bang is like the first big hit in America, and so this, well, she had Price Tag along with Domino, and so this song, this article that I found talks about how like breaking into the U.S. is a big scary battle because you don't know how the people are going to react to you, because we constantly listen to a different genre of music. So like when the Mumford and Sons came, they didn't know how folk music was going to take, but it started into this big, huge folk music with Avicii music. And so, yeah, this article is very interesting. And I feel like because she was from the UK, she needed to get 2 American artists on the track with her to kind of like sell it and get a number. I think she is on number 2. Okay, and to recap, the UK has had a huge impact on the 60s with the British invasion, today with music that we find, and hopefully in our future. And for me, I like changing my iTunes to the UK version. I can't buy anything because currency, but for me, I would like to purchase UK music. And I think it's just interesting to like explore different genres, and just like with the Greek music, we were able to experience that. And you know, a lot of those songs are probably going to be popular here in the US. So that's all I have.